Hello students, 10th standard students. Now we are going to start our third lesson, that is Vyayamaha Sarvada Pathyah. Means exercise is always beneficial. Pathya means beneficial, useful. So in this chapter, in this lesson, there are 11 shloks. These all 11 shloks are collected from the 24th adhyay of Sushrut Samhita. Sushrut Samhita is the most important book for the Ayurvedic students, those who are studying the Ayurvedic medicine. For them, this Sushrut Samhita is one of the most important books. So, from that book, from the 24th adhyay, these shloks are collected here in this chapter. And in this chapter, the shloks are going to explain about the importance of the exercise, how the exercise keep human being fit, and what are the other benefits. So all those benefits are explained here in these shloks. We will discuss these shloks one by one. First shlok. Simultaneously we are going to discuss the Anvay, meaning, Sandhi, everything we are going to discuss for each and every shlok. Okay, so now let us start. First of all, we will read out the shlok. The first shlok is Sharirayasa jananam karma vyayama saudnitam तत्कृत्वा तु सुखम देहम विमृग्नियात् समन्ततः शरीरायास जननम कर्म व्यायाम सौद्नितं तत्कृत्वा तु सुखम देहम विमृग्नियात् समन्ततः. So this is the shlok. Now we will see the Anvay. Now what is Anvay actually? Anvay is nothing but the meaning in Sanskrit. By arranging the words in a easier manner, by arranging the words in proper sequence from the shlok itself to understand the meaning easily. So no additional words are there in this Anvay. If any additional word is there, that should be written in the bracket. So that is the Anvay. In case of Anvay, all the words are same, only rearrangement of the words is there. So let us see the Anvay. In this reference, we have to understand the meaning of the shlok. Sharira ayasa jananam karma vyayama iti saudnitam tat krutva tu samantatah sukham deham vimrudniyat. Now let us see the meaning of every word. One by one we will see the meaning of every word. First word is Sharirayasa jananam karma. Sharira Ayasa, here Sandhi is there, you can see here, downside the Sandhi is given. Sharira plus Ayasa Jananam Karma. Sharira means body. Ayasa Jananam means it is caused due to the hard work, physical hard work. This complete meaning is physical hard work. Karma means the work. Vyayama iti saudnitam. Vyayama means exercise. Saudnitam means called. The work of physical exercise. The work of physical exercise is called as the Vyayama. The work of physical exertion, you can say. The work of physical exertion is called as Vyayama or exercise. यानी फिजिकल हार्डवर्क, शरीर श्रम से निर्माण होने वाले कर्म को व्यायाम कहते हैं या कहा जाता है. द वर्क ऑफ फिजिकल हार्डवर्क इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सरसाइज. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द फर्स्ट लाइन. नाउ सेकेंड लाइन वी विल सी. तत्कृत्वा. tat means that means the exercise. Krutva means by doing the exercise. Tu, there is no meaning for tu, it is just pada purnarthak, means when the words are less, so such words can be used to complete the rhythm, to gain the rhythm and to complete the number of words in the line. Sukham deham. Sukham deham vimrudniyat. Sukham deham means the relaxed body. Vimrudniyat means should massage. Samantatah means from all side, all over. What is the meaning of second line then? Tat krutva, doing that, one should massage the body everywhere, all over, you can say. One should massage all over the body. After doing that, means after doing exercise, one should massage all over the body, relax body. हिंदी में अभी देखेंगे. उसे करने के बाद मीन्स आफ्टर डूइंग दैट एक्सरसाइज, व्यायाम करने के बाद सब तरफ से शरीर का मर्दन करना चाहिए. मीन्स वी शुड मसाज द बॉडी ऑल ओवर मसाज शुड बी डन टू द बॉडी. यानी हर तरफ से पहले व्यायाम करना चाहिए, बाद में हर तरफ से बॉडी को ऑयल से मसाज करना चाहिए. ये पहला श्लोक है. नाउ वी विल सी द संधि फ्रॉम दिस श्लोक. फर्स्ट संधि इज शरीर आयास जननम. शरीर प्लस आयास जननम. शरीर मीन्स बॉडी, आयास जननम मीन्स एक्सर्टिंग, मीन्स फिजिकल एक्सर्शन. तत् प्लस कृत्वा मीन्स बाय डूइंग दैट, वो करके. तत् प्लस कृत्वा. नाउ हियर ओनली द पर्याय पदानि आर ऑल्सो गिवन. फर्स्ट वन शरीरम, गात्रम देहः, विमृद्नियात मीन्स मर्दनम कुर्यात, समन्ततः मीन्स सर्वतः, आयासम परिश्रमम. So these are the पर्याय पदानि. Now let us see the विलोम पदानि. First one सुखम, दुःखम, कृत्वा, अकृत्वा. कृत्वा means by doing, अकृत्वा means without doing. Now in this shlok some Visheshana and Visheshya words are there. Those also we are going to study. This type of part will be asked in the Bhashika Karyam. So we should know such words also. Sharira Ayasa Jananam and Vyayama Saudnitam both are the adjectives. Visheshan and Vishesha is karma. Sukham is adjective, Deham is noun, means Visheshya. Here in this shlok two avyaya are there. One is tu and other is samantatah. So in this way our first shlok is completed. Now let us go for the second shlok. See this second shlok. First we will read this second shlok. शरीरोपचयः कान्तिर्गात्राणां सुविभक्तता दीप्ताग्नित्वम् अनालस्यं स्थिरत्वं लाघवं मृजा. शरीरोपचयः कान्तिर्गात्राणां सुविभक्तता दीप्ताग्नित्वम् अनालस्यं स्थिरत्वं लाघवं मृजा. Actually, when we are going to translate these shloks, so we have to consider the meaning of second and third shlok together, because in second and third shlok the benefits are of the direct benefits of exercise are given. So this is a list of the benefits. So we will see it one by one. First of all we will see the Anvay. Sharira upachayah, this is the first benefit. Gatranam kantihi, second benefit. Suvibhaktata, dipta agnitvam, analasyam, sthiratvam, laghavam, mruja. All these are the benefits of vyayama. So here in bracket we can write it iti vyayamat upajayate. These can be achieved by the exercise. So we will see the meaning of all the words one by one. First word is Sharira Upachayah. So we have to start the meaning from this bracket word. Iti Vyayamat Upajayate means these things can be achieved by exercise. What is the first thing which we can achieve from the exercises? First one is Sharira Upachayah means ग्रोथ ऑफ द बॉडी. उपचयः मीन्स ग्रोथ, शरीर की वृद्धि. शरीर उपचयः, द ग्रोथ ऑफ द बॉडी. सेकेंड बेनिफिट इज गात्राणाम कांतिः. कांतिः मीन्स द ग्लो of the body parts, glow on the body parts, just like the skin, hair, so or overall body we can say. Kantihi gatranam. Kantihi means the glow, the shine of the body parts. Third one is suvibhaktata. Suvibhaktata means the attractive physical body. Suvibhaktata, just like the strong people, it is attractive body. Dipta agnitvam. Dipta agnitvam means the feeling of hunger. Dipta agnitvam means the feeling of hunger. Analasyam. Analasyam means energetic feeling, absence of the laziness. Alasyam means laziness. Analasyam means absence of the laziness, that is energetic feeling. Sthiratvam. Sthiratvam means strength. Next, laghavam. Laghavam means the freshness, the body feels lighter, that is the freshness. And mruja. Mruja is the last word. Mruja means the balance between vata, pitta and kapha, or you can say the purity of body from the vata, pitta and kapha. If balance is there in vata, pitta and kapha, then it is considered to be ideal by Ayurveda. So this balance is called as mruja. It automatically can be achieved by doing the exercise. अब फिर से हम इसको हिंदी में पढ़ेंगे. व्यायाम करने से क्या क्या लाभ होते हैं. पहला है शरीर उपचयः, मीन्स शरीर की वृद्धि होती है, ग्रोथ ऑफ द बॉडी. देन गात्राणाम कांतिः मीन्स शरीर के अवयव जो है वो चमकते हैं. देर इज ग्लो ऑन द बॉडी पार्ट्स. सुविभक्तता मीन्स सुंदरता. ओके, द ब्यूटी ऑफ द बॉडी और फिटनेस ऑफ द बॉडी यू कैन से. अनालस्यम. अनालस्यम का मतलब है उत्साहिता, एनर्जेटिक फीलिंग. एंड स्थिरत्वम. स्थिरत्वम यानी दृढ़ता, यानी स्ट्रेंथ. एंड लाघवम हल्कापन. हल्कापन यानी लाइट फीलिंग, फ्रेश फीलिंग. शरीर की शुद्धि. लास्ट वन इज मृजा, दैट इज शरीर की शुद्धि होती है. सो बाय डूइंग एक्सरसाइज द बॉडी, द ग्रोथ ऑफ द बॉडी एंड growth of the body can be achieved. The body parts glow, then body becomes attractive, then feeling of the hunger is there, energetic feeling is there, strength is there, then lightness, light feeling or fresh feeling is there, and the body becomes free from this vata, pitta, kapha problems. So these things can be achieved by doing the exercise. This is the complete meaning of this shlok. Now let us see the sandhis from this shlok. First one is shariropachayah, sharira plus upachayah. Kantir gatranam, kantihi plus gatranam. Third one is दीप्ताग्नित्वम अनालस्यम. दीप्त अग्नित्वम प्लस अनालस्यम. दीप्त अग्नित्वम प्लस अनालस्यम. These are the sandhis from this shlok. Now let us see the पर्याय पदानि. First one upachayah. Upachayah means वृद्धिः. Second कांतिः. कांतिः means दीप्तिः, तेजः, ओजः. सुविभक्तता means शारीरिकम सौष्ठवम, शारीरिकम सौंदर्यम. मृजा. मृजा मीन्स स्वच्छीकरणम, प्यूरिफिकेशन. दीप्ताग्नित्वम. दीप्ताग्नित्वम मीन्स जठराग्नेः प्रवर्धनम, मीन्स द फीलिंग ऑफ हंगर. क्षुधा वृद्धिः. क्षुधा मीन्स ऑल्सो हंगर. वृद्धि मीन्स इंक्रीज, इंक्रीज इन द हंगर. अनालस्यम. अनालस्यम मीन्स उत्साहिता, फ्रेशनेस, एनर्जेटिक फीलिंग. स्थिरत्वम मीन्स दृढ़ता. Laghavam means Lagutvam. These are all Paryaya Padani. Now Vilom Padani. First one is Upachayaha. Its opposite will be Apachayaha. Upachayaha means growth. Apachayaha means destruction. Mruja. Mruja means Swachhikaranam, cleaning. Malinikaranam is the opposite word. Then Diptagnitvam means increase in the hunger. Mandagnitvam, not having the feeling of the appetite. That is, no feeling of hunger is there. That is Mandagnitvam. Sthiratvam. This is Sthiratvam. And Asthiratvam. Sthiratvam means strength. Asthiratvam means not having the strength. Laghavam. Laghavam means the light feeling. And Gurutvam. Gurutvam means heavy feeling. Okay. So these are the opposite words. Once again, we will see the meaning of this shlok. By doing the exercise, we can achieve the growth of the body, the glow on the body parts, then attractive body, and the feeling of the hunger can be increased. The feeling of enthusiasm or energetic feeling can be there. Then strength can be increased. Then light feeling or fresh feeling can be gained, and the cleaning of the body from the three types of defects, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha. That is Mruja. In this way we have completed our second shlok. Now let us start with the third shlok. See the third shlok. Shrama Klama Pipasoshna. Shrama Klama Pipasoshna. शीतादीनां सहिष्णुता. श्रम क्लम पिपासोष्ण शीतादीनां सहिष्णुता. आरोग्यं चापि परमं व्यायामादुपजायते. Arogyam chapi paramam vyayamadupajayate. Already I told that this part we have to keep common for the second and third shlok. Vyayamad upajayate. By doing the exercise it can be achieved. What things can be achieved, that we will see later on. First we will see the Anvay. Shrama, Klama, Pipasa, Ushna, Shitadinam. Sahishnutta. Paramam Arogyam Cha. Api. Vyayamat upajayate. This is the Anvay. Now let us see the meaning. First one, we have to start from here. Vyayamat upajayate. By doing the exercise. Shrama, Klama, Pipasa, Ushna, Shita, Adinam, Sahishnutta. Sahishnutta means the capacity to bear. This word is quite different for you. So Sahishnutta means capacity to bear. Okay. What to bear? Shrama, Klama. Shrama means the exercise or the hard work. Klama. Klama means the tiredness. The tiredness due to physical work. The tiredness. Shrama, Klama means the tiredness due to the physical work. Pipasa. Pipasa means the thirst. Ushna means the heat. Shita means the cold. Adinam, etc. Sahishnutta means the capacity to bear. Its overall meaning is what? By doing the exercise, the capacity to bear the tiredness due to physical work, the thirst, the heat, the cold, all these things can be bared. The capacity to bear all these things can be increased. And along with that, what can be increased? Paramam Arogyam. We can gain the great health also. Paramam Arogyam means great health. We can gain great health by doing the exercise, and also the capacity to bear all these adverse conditions. What are these adverse conditions? Shrama, Klama. Whenever we are getting tired, by doing exercise, any kind of physical work, if we are doing, then we get tired. So that tiredness, our body develops the capacity to bear that tiredness. Then pipasa, you might be remembering that in our school once one yogi came and he told the exercise. By doing that, even though we are sitting in the sun, we can't feel that much heat. Shitali Kriya, he told about that Shitali Kriya. By doing that Shitali Kriya, we can't feel the heat. So such type of yogasanas are there, and our body develops the capacity to bear all these kinds of the adverse conditions. You might be knowing that even today in Himalaya, many sages are there. They are living there and performing yoga, and they are meditating themselves, and they are in the search of the God. So they live in such cold condition also, with very limited things, you can see. They don't have that much protection from the cold or from the wind, and but still they are living there. Their body capacity is developed in such a way that they can bear that much of cold. So the author Sushrut is telling that only by doing the regular exercise, these extraordinary capacities can be developed in our body. If we compare the life of our life and the farmer's life, there also you can see the difference. If even for one day we are working like them in the sun, then next day we will be admitted in the hospital. But they are having that regular exercise. They are exercising in the field also. Exercise means not necessary that we are doing with the equipments or sitting at home and doing exercise. That is not there. It includes all. So the farmers, they are having that capacity, or they are regularly doing that kind of physical hard work. They are working in that heat or that cold condition, so they don't have any effect of that heat and cold on them. So the same thing is told here. When regular exercise is done, then the capacity to bear the tiredness due to the physical hard work, as well as the thirst, then the heat, and then the cold, all kind of these adverse conditions can be bared, and at the same time the great health can also be achieved, and other benefits are already discussed in the second shlok. So I hope this meaning you might have understood. Now let us revise it once again in Hindi. व्यायाम करने पर श्रम के कारण होने वाली थकान, प्यास, गर्मी, ठंड इत्यादि को सहने की शक्ति निर्माण होती है और उत्तम आरोग्य की प्राप्ति होती है, या उत्तम आरोग्य प्राप्त होता है. सो दिस इज अबाउट द मीनिंग ऑफ एवरी वर्ड एंड ऑल ओवर. नाउ लेट अस सी द संधिस फ्रॉम दिस श्लोक. First one is Vyayamad Upajayate. It is Vyayamad plus Upajayate. Pipasoshna. Pipasa plus Ushna. Chapi. Cha plus Api. Now Paryay Padani. First one is Shramam. Shramam means Parishramam. Now let us see the other Paryay Padani. Second one is Pipasa. Pipasa means Trushna. Patum Ichha. पीने की इच्छा. Trishna. Trishna means the thirst. Klamaha. Klamaha means Shramajanitam Shaithilyam. Shramajanitam Shaithilyam means what? The tiredness due to the hard physical work. Then Ushnaha means Tapaha means heat. Paramam means great. Uttamam. Shitata the cold. Shaityam. Viloma Padani. First one is Pipasa. Pipasa means the thirst. Opposite will be Truptihi. Truptihi means satisfaction. Ushnaha means heat, hot. Shitaha means cold. Saishnuta means the capacity to bear. Asahishnutta. Asahishnutta means not having the capacity to bear. So Sahishnutta, this word you might have heard many times in the news or related with the social activities. Sahishnutta, we are Sahishnu, means we are having the capacity to bear all the different kinds of social conditions. Arogyam, Arogyam means the good health. Anarogyam means not having the good health. Upajayate, Upajayate means can be achieved, and apajayate can't be achieved. Upajayate kriyapadasya kartrupadam is arogyam. So this question can be asked for Bashik Karya. So in this way we have completed the third shlok.